Hi guys, it's me, Carranza, and in this video, we're back with some more City Skylines. So since the last part, we have been working on this interchange. So this interchange will link us to the industrial, and the residents go up here and go down to the industrial through these tunnels. And so there are the tunnels that link up on the other side in the industrial. And also we have added a few metro stations into the city, and we are increasing our population. We have got some incinerators here, and also there are 2 graveyards in the city which will help to collect some dead bodies, and that will relieve the city from the death that is already seen. So now we do have a huge demand for garbage, so I will be adding in another garbage plant, which will be there, and that will also allow us to have a few more bin lorries, like that. And also we have got a couple of metro stations around here, and mostly the metro stations are in the city, like this. So now we will hopefully relieve our demand for garbage. Now we have got a few more garbage plants. So we are decreasing our population because of the high demand for garbage, which is unfortunate. So hopefully we can get the garbage demand to... So now we are losing 15 residents per day. Hopefully we can try and get that into the positives and increase our population to quite a bit more residents, because I want the city to grow. So we are going to now add in some officers into the city. These 2 areas here, and the same on the side, they can both be offices where workers can work. And we'll add another office area down here. And that's going to be the amount of officers going to be there for now. And when we do get a demand for the industrial, those officers, they will start to spawn in or get built up. So now I'm going to increase the district. So in the future we will be building a different district for residents to live in. It will be on the other side of the highway. So the other district will be over here, and it'll have a link to the railway. And then we can have a railway station there. We can get a cargo port down here. We can link this one up a bit more. And we're going to add in without going to add a Statue of Liberty, we're going to add in a few parks, and that will increase the activity down the bottom of the city here. We'll do the same on the other side. That will delete the electrics, but that is connected. So now we are going to add in some pipes into this part of the city, because I forgot to add the pipes in when I was building it up. And we'll do the same here. Like that. So now they will no longer be complaining of a lack of water. And they are still complaining of garbage, mostly because the garbage trucks are probably congested up trying to collect their garbage. So I can understand why there's a high demand for the garbage at the moment, when there seems to be enough garbage collection in the city. The garbage collection isn't that high actually, so I think I might just add another garbage and then hopefully that will increase the demand. with all the bin trucks. We're just going to wait for these bin trucks to start to collect some stuff, and then we'll check onto the thing. And we'll see how much garbage we are. We're still going to be yellow for the garbage, and now hopefully because we've got those garbage plants, we can now get this area up here emptied and all these up here emptied as well. So we're going to add in a bigger park. We'll add it up to the side there next to the crematorium, or next to the graveyard, and that will hopefully encourage people to try and move into the city, and that will increase the population. So we do have an increase of one. No, so we are unfortunately now losing residents, and we do have a slight demand for the residential. So in the city we do have some higher residential. This intersection here is not getting clogged up, which is good. And we do have enough power in the city. And we do have a good coverage of the parks in the city. So we are going to let the population in the city grow, and we do have a high enough demand for the sewage, which is getting taken up there and taken out to sea. So one day we'll have to try and clean up the sewage, and we're going to check on the public transport. We have 341 citizens using the buses, and 444 citizens using the metro every day. So that is good. But we don't have any tourists using the metro at the moment, or the buses. So one day, to hopefully get the tourists in, we'll probably adding an airport into the city. So I'll hopefully try and get us the residents, or the tourists from the other places in the world to visit our city. We are not going to add in taxis at the moment in the city. So we are getting a lot of abandoned buildings because of a lack of workers. And we do have a coverage, we do have a slightly good coverage for the garbage now. And we're going to check on the education, which is quite high, and the university coverage is very high, but for some reason they don't seem to be going into the schools. So they seem to be going into the elementary schools, but not any other schools. I'm going to add in a little and that one. Unfortunately, that's a little building. But now they do have a school to try and educate themselves, and they'll try and get into some higher work. And when the officers decide to spawn in over here, then they'll get over here and then get into the jobs here. So now we do have a bit of a loss because they are leaving because of the garbage, which I have no control over. For some reason the garbage trucks aren't collecting the garbage, and they are abandoning the buildings because of the garbage. So we do have a lot of citizens in the city, so to get them to the one place in the city quicker, we're going to add in a path up here, which is going to be on the bridge, which is going to add a straight path. and that'll get them from one end of the city to the other quickly. So we're going to add that path there. I'm just going to extend it a little bit more, and we're going to add in some other path to try and connect it to the road, like that. So we're going to connect these two paths up and do the same down here. And just connect it like so. Now we're just going to connect it like that, and now they can start using this path to get from one side of the city to the other. And that's an interesting looking car. So unfortunately the bin trucks haven't turned up into the city, so that must mean there's a slight bit of congestion into the tunnels. They'll take on the traffic. So the traffic seems to be flowing into the tunnels. Alright. But the traffic doesn't want to be flowing out the tunnels. So there must be a bit of a wrong way going somewhere in this tunnel. These buses are going through the tunnels, and there's a garbage truck that doesn't want to go into the tunnel. So we do have a demand for the garbage which isn't being collected at the moment for some reason. And people are using this path which we have added, which is always quite good, because it does try and ease the congestion with the people that can walk from one part of the city to the other. For some reason we are seeing a lack of the garbage being collected. As I said, for some reason the traffic isn't coming out the industrial. Very easily. So now there are vehicles exiting the industrial. So we do have some exiting vehicles from the industrial, but they don't seem to be the garbage trucks, which seems to be quite a big problem, because these residents here are complaining of the lack of garbage. So now we do have an increase for residents in the city. So this park is helping for the residents, and it's helping the residents stay active in the city. So the city is going quite well at the moment. We do have an increase in the population, but it's not a big increase like I would have expected for this part of the city. And because we do have a slight problem because of the garbage trucks not wanting to collect the garbage, because we have a lot of garbage trucks. And we have a bit of garbage down here that wants to be collected. That one is 87% full, so get them. And we can check on how the roads are going. And we can toggle the traffic view then you can check if the roads are flowing well, which they are. So we're going to try and get some more garbage trucks. So one of these transport routes is a nighttime route, which means that they only run at the night. This one here has got the traffic lights, which we don't actually want now. We're going to get rid of the traffic lights. So we are going to do some roads here. You can put the traffic lights right there. That'll actually be traffic lighted. Like that. That's all fine. So we do have a slight increase in residents, and so we are going to see if we can add in the football stadium, which we can, and we'll add in the football stadium down at the bottom here, like that. And in the future we might move it to the other side of the city over here somewhere. But for now we do have a football stadium in the city, and the city does have a area for them to play football. So inside of this football area we might, I will add in a other park, or a tennis park here. And this should encourage them to stay active and play tennis in the city. So as you can see, the football stadium is looking quite good. So when we get all the other buildings around the stadium, it should look quite fitting into the city. So I think this is as far as we're going to go in this part. Nothing much has happened in this episode. So if you like this part, I've been Skylines. Like, subscribe and share. Goodbye.